Well, Zach, what happened out there?
They outplayed us. Speak for the offense and myself, obviously. When you turn the football over, especially when it goes for touchdowns the other way, that's not a winning recipe. We talked about playing a clean game. It's, one of our core tenets week in and week out. And, when you don't do that, there's kind of things that happen. So.
Last week was pretty close to the perfect game for you guys on offense. Why was it so different this week, do you think?
We got to take a look at the film, obviously, but just like I said, we have to do a better job of protecting the football, and that's on me. It starts with me.
I don't want to take us through those two pick sixes.
The first one, again, they weren't really doing anything that we didn't expect. We made a pretty good play. Obviously, a great play on the concept that we ran. I would like to have that one back, and then I just kind of lost Moncrief on the other concept that we ran. So it's on me.
How frustrating of a loss is this? I mean, obviously, this didn't look like typical Blue Bombers football that we're kind of used to seeing.
Anytime you lose, it's frustrating, right? And you're discouraged and all those things, but you got to learn from it, and we'll do that.
This Calgary defense, just what can you say about the game that they had tonight, just as a team as a whole as well?
Yeah, again, I don't want to take anything away from them. They did a good job. They have a lot of talented players. We just have to do a better job of playing a clean football game. So.
Zach, it seemed like you guys were getting a little bit of momentum just before the end of the first half. Your thoughts on the offense and how you guys just couldn't get it going?
Yeah, like I said, obviously when you turn the football over, that really hinders the entire team. So that's a terrible starting point. But again, not being able to finish drives in the end zone. I missed one there, like 1 second left. I wish I had that one back on kind of a mini scramble. Again, we had opportunities. We had some drives that were long, and we had to settle for field goals a couple times. So that's tough.
I know the Calgary defense played really well today, but obviously the offense, there were some times where you guys just couldn't get it going, and then there were the turnovers as well. What do you think was the most impactful in terms of the loss today?
Yeah, again, I don't want to take anything away from Calgary. They did a great job, had a good plan. They played their defense well. We have to watch the tape. I'm sure there'll be, a slew of mistakes on there and things that we'll want back. But the ones that stand out are the turnovers, and that's on me.
You guys are now 3-1, and Calgary's 3-1. Obviously, Sask is undefeated, but the West is a little bit more open now. What does that mean to you guys?
We just got to take it one day at a time. If we, consistently stack up enough good days, we'll like our chances there at the end.
I guess thank you.
Thanks.